Hello friends, welcome to our channel tutorialconnect.com. So in the last session we have discussed some JavaScript practice questions, and in this session we will discuss some more questions on JavaScript practice questions, and okay, and this will be the tricky ones. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so our first question is, let a equal to 0 and b equal to false. So what will be the output if a equal to b, or if a equal to means triple equal to b? So this will check with type, this will check with value. Okay, so you can see if it checks with value, then it is true, otherwise it is false. That means 0 is treated as negative, false. Okay, so now what will happen if you will have -0? That means again you are getting true. If you have big int at 0, it is again this one. If you have empty string, then again it is treated as false. Okay, so if you have null, okay, if you have null, then you will get false. Okay, that means it is not treated as false. Now what will use with undefined? Again it is false. Okay, now if what will happen if you have an a and here, again it is false. Okay, what will happen if you have empty array? Then again it is true. Okay, that means 0 -0 0 and okay, comma empty string and empty array, that all are equal to your false value. Okay, and here if you have empty session, then again it is not. That means it will not work with this null, undefined, or nan. Okay, so these all will be equal to false. These all not will be the equal to false. Okay, so what will happen if you have 0 here? You can see it is again equal to false. If you have here 9, then you can see that means if you have value here with empty or 0, okay, so what will happen with it's again true. Okay, similarly if you will have -0 here, then again it will be true. That means all this value inside this here will be treated as false. Okay, so now come for the next question. Okay, see here we have where x equal to 23. Here we have an if. Okay, and inside we have again x, and inside that one we have a method inside this if. Okay, and inside that we have x plus plus, then console.log, and that where x equal to 21. So what will be the output in console of x? Okay, guess the answer. You can see the answer is null. Whereas x is also defined here, x is also defined here, x is incrementing here, but after then you are getting null. So why this is happening? This happens because of the hosting issue. Okay, so inside a if scope, okay, this will be called like this, where x, okay, then x plus plus, then the real scenario when this method is compiled, it will look like inside this, like this. Okay, so now what you see, you have a var here, okay, x, that means x is not defined here. If you will increment the undefined value, you will get x as null here. Okay, so if you will console log here as well, you can see it is undefined. So undefined plus plus, okay, you will get this one. Okay, so now what will happen, let's suppose we erase this one. Okay, if you will use strict, okay, so again this you will the same, but what will happen if you will use inside this one, nothing happening here. That means use strict will also not going to affect your hosting issue here. Okay, so this is the issue. If you are not using the var like here, then you will get the value because it is no, you are not redeclaring here. Okay, now come to the next question. Cannot read properties of undefined. Okay, okay, so it is saying that this dot, it is not taking this here. Okay, you will get undefined as power level. Okay, because this is not going to work in this object scope. You have to define a function or something here. Okay, so this is the wrong answer, or it means it will throw error if you will see in console. Okay, so this is the issue. So this code will not going to execute. Okay, now we will come for the next question. See, we have a function here, constant function here. Okay, and inside constant function we have console log this scope. Okay, constant b have a function, and we have console log this, and we have constant with function 2 with console log this. But the thing is difference is that this is a normal function and this is an arrow function. Okay, and in the last we have b dot function 1 and c dot function 2, and we have called the a here. So what will be the output for this, this and this? Okay, so you can see here undefined. Second one will be have the function 1 scope, the scope of this here, and here is also undefined. This happening because if you will run this question inside your uh, browser console, then you will get the scope of your window. Okay, so you will not be able to see this. Okay, if you will run this questions outer than this ID, Okay, on the normal browser's console, then you will get undefined place, you will get the window object, because for that case it will not have any global scope here. Okay, so if there is no global scope, this will point to the your window object. Okay, this will use your function scope, and arrow function don't have their own scope this. Okay, so for this will point your global one. So for this, your global is nothing there, so it is undefined. If you will run this code in browser console, then you will get window object here as well. Okay, so this is the another question, and now we move for the next one. Same, there is an issue in this code. Okay, so that's why it will not give error. Okay, if you will run in console, maybe it that work, but here it will not work. So we will not use this question here right now. Okay, now we will have another question. Okay, so this is the last question we will discuss in this session. We have an if function here. Okay, and age here, which will get the 45 value here, and we have a return here with another if console a and a equal to 23 here. Okay, so now but what will be the value in console.log? Okay, so you can say it is 45. It is simple. Okay, that means inside this scope you will get the value from your parent scope. Okay, if you will have here bad here, what will happen? You can check. It will be undefined. Okay, that means hosting issue will be here. Okay, now what will happen? One can check here. If you don't have here return, there is no any effect here. Okay, so these were the questions inside this session. Okay, so in the next session we will discuss more questions on JavaScript practice questions. And like this video, subscribe our channel for next coming videos on JavaScript. And okay, so thank you for watching this session.